Hey folks, Aretha and I are here to shoot a mail video. I'm here to shoot a mail video. Aretha's here to help me by distracting me as much as possible. Isn't that right? Anyway, I got two items in the mail in the past week, and I thought I'd show them. Uh, and all right, so let me get into this before I forget what I'm doing one more time. All right, so the first item came from a viewer that saw a video on the Russ Taff and Friend or the Russ Taff Friends page. It's probably the best page on Facebook for those of us who are fans of Russ Taff. And anyway, Jacob Irvings uh, got a hold of me through Facebook and said, "Hey, you've said that you didn't have the brown cover for the Imperial Seed the Call album. I have one. I'd like to send it to you." And so he did, which is very cool. Now this album is just like the other Heed the Call album that I have, which I should have brought out just as a reference point, but I forgot. So, but it's just the same. There's the inner sleeve. Of course, it's on Dayspring Records. So, very pleased to have this in the collection. And thank you again, Jacob. All right. And now the big item. So excited to have this finally. UPS store dropped the ball Friday. I'm in Louisville. The UPS store that I have a box at is right across the street from Churchill Downs, and very frustrating. They closed Friday. I took a bus, couldn't really get that close to the UPS store, so I got a bus and then had to walk. Then when I got there, they're closed, even though they are supposed to be open. Oh well, we weren't very busy, so we just closed. Yeah, that. So Saturday afternoon, I finally got this. This is the new Russ Taff album, Believe. Uh, Very excellent outing from Russ. I and yeah, I know. I'm hardly. I guess maybe I'm biased where it comes to Russ because he's my favorite artist, but I've always appreciated the fact that even though he takes a lot of time between albums, they're also good. And so I've listened to this. Thank goodness they posted all of the songs to YouTube Friday morning, so I could listen all day Friday and all day Saturday until I actually got my hands on the CD from there. And so I've listened to this a bunch of times already, and it's a stellar outing. Uh, let's let you take a look at the inside. There are a couple pictures of Russ. And of course, there's the back with the track listing. Hold that up there so if you want to, you can pause and see the song order. But this album is just outstanding. His voice sounds so great on this album. It is a little different project for him. It's a worship album, and and it's awesome. I I don't know how it, the where I'm coming from this album. I'm not a big I, when it comes to contemporary Christian music of right now. I'm kind of out of touch. I watched Russ. I watched the Dove Awards because Russ was given presented the award for Artist of the Year, and the whole show I was just really kind of thinking, man, if this was the 80s or the 90s, I would have known every artist on the show. But I didn't know hardly anybody. And what I heard, some of it was good, and some of it was, I just don't have an ear for it anymore. And so, and then especially when you start talking about specifically worship music, sometimes that's hard for me because I love gospel music, but I like it to be rooted in reality, and worship music sometimes sounds sanitized and manufactured to me, but this doesn't. He Russ is great. Well, one, because he sings so passionately. I mean, he sings with every fiber of his being, and he doesn't pick. Yeah, from talking to him briefly at Bell Buckle. He said that these were songs that connected with him, and I believe it because he just sings everything out of them. and so so this doesn't feel to me. This doesn't feel manufactured. Uh, and maybe part of it too is the experience I'm having with this album might be slightly different just because I saw the documentary. Uh, I went and saw the documentary Russ Taff. I still believe last Tuesday. Absolutely incredible, and knowing everything that he's gone through, um, also probably kind of has an influence on my listening to this. But his vocals are incredible. Um, all of the songs are well, most of the songs are modern worship songs, but then there's I Still Believe, which he did on his third album, the self-titled album. It's a cover of The Calls, I Still Believe. Then there is Be Still My Soul, which is a song that he and Tori wrote way back when he was in the Imperials. And there is We Will Stand, which was from his debut album. Now, music wise, I don't know quite how to describe this album. It's the production. Well, some of the songs almost sound like they could be directly from the more roots rock background of Under Their Influence and The Way Home. And then some of them sound like they might be more a direct sequel to Furrow Islands, which was his last album in 2011. Brilliant album. But that's more of a modern CCM type sound. But somehow, when you listen to the whole album, it's not. To me, it doesn't feel schizophrenic, and I don't know if that's because lyrically there's a sweeping uh, theme, but it feels like a cohesive project, which is a good thing. Anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling about this album. I might come back with a more song by song review at some point, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew about it. And I think most of the major digital outlets have it, but I know my audience, everybody was going to want. I got this from Amazon. I'm not sure where else you would get it, but Amazon Prime does have it. So, anyway, that's what I've got going on. I had hoped to shoot more today, but I don't know what the problem is. I came home, Dolphins were winning, beat the Jets. Great stuff. And but then I got so tired and slept quite a bit of the afternoon. And then oh yeah, before I forget it, want to say congratulations to Farley and his Georgia Bulldogs. They soundly beat my Wildcats yesterday, but you know, I can't complain. Better team won. They were clearly the better team. I wish my Wildcats had put up a better fight yesterday, but still proud of them. This has been one of the best years for Wildcat football that I can remember in a long time. Maybe since Tim Couch was quarterback. Hey, what are you doing? All right, so I'm gonna say goodbye, and so from me and from Aretha and from Jake, who's somewhere here probably hiding from Aretha, we're gonna let you go and say good night.